Cultivation of mind should be the ultimate aim of human existence, a powerful quote by B.R. Ambedkar that sets the tone for our journey today. On a day in mid-April in the year 1891, a visionary was born into an India split by caste and creed. His name was Bhimrao Ramji Ambedkar, a name that would one day become synonymous with social justice. Born into the Mahar caste, considered untouchable, young Ambedkar was no stranger to the sting of prejudice and injustice. He faced it every day, in every walk of life. Yet this harsh reality did not break him. Instead, it steeled his resolve to arm himself with the most powerful weapon of all, knowledge. Despite the societal shackles that sought to restrain him, Ambedkar's thirst for education remained unquenchable. His resilience and determination would light the path for millions. Born to an untouchable caste, Ambedkar's early life was a testament to his unyielding spirit and thirst for knowledge. Ambedkar's quest for education led him overseas, to lands far away from the prejudice he knew all too well. He was a trailblazer, one of the first from his community to set foot in the hallowed halls of academia. He earned scholarships that took him across oceans, to Columbia University in New York and the London School of Economics. At Columbia, he found a milieu of intellectual stimulation, a place that respected merit over birthright. He studied under eminent economists, philosophers, and anthropologists, imbibing a wealth of knowledge. His thesis on the Indian currency system was a testament to his academic prowess, a prelude to his future contributions. From the hustle and bustle of New York, he moved to the more serene environs of London. The London School of Economics provided him with a different perspective, a new lens to view the world. He delved deeper into economics, earning a second doctorate. His dissertation on provincial decentralization of imperial finance in British India won him accolades. But Ambedkar's journey was not just about acquiring degrees or accolades. It was a quest for knowledge, a thirst for understanding the world around him. His studies were not confined to the four walls of a classroom. He learned from the society around him, from the struggles of the marginalized, the voices of the unheard. Armed with a world-class education, Ambedkar returned home to India. His heart was filled with an unwavering commitment to fight social discrimination. He saw education as a powerful tool, a beacon of hope for the oppressed. His journey had equipped him with the intellectual arsenal to challenge the deeply entrenched caste system, to question the status quo. His academic journey was not just about self-empowerment. It was about empowering others, about uplifting the downtrodden. His education became a beacon, guiding his fight against social discrimination, against the status quo. With a world-class education under his belt, Ambedkar was ready to challenge the status quo in India. Ambedkar returned to India with one mission: to annihilate caste and create an egalitarian society. In the early 20th century, India was a nation deeply divided by caste, a system of social hierarchy that had been in place for thousands of years. The untouchables, as the lowest caste was known, were subjected to extreme discrimination and exploitation. This was the world that Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, born an untouchable himself, sought to change. Ambedkar was a firm believer in the power of education and the law as tools for social change. He knew that for true equality to be achieved, the existing social order had to be dismantled. So he fought, not with weapons, but with words and ideas. In 1936, Ambedkar established the Independent Labour Party. The party represented the interests of the working class and the untouchables in particular. Ambedkar's party fought for fair wages, better working conditions, and an end to social discrimination. This political platform allowed him to amplify his voice and the voices of those he represented. But Ambedkar's most significant contribution to the battle for equality was yet to come. When India gained independence in 1947, Ambedkar was appointed as the chairman of the drafting committee of the Indian Constitution. This was a momentous opportunity, and Ambedkar seized it with both hands. In drafting the Constitution, Ambedkar ensured that social justice was at its heart. He incorporated provisions that banned untouchability and discrimination based on caste. He pushed for affirmative action policies to uplift the marginalized. In essence, Ambedkar was instrumental in creating a legal framework that aimed at ensuring equality for all citizens of India. Ambedkar was not just a scholar, but a crusader for social justice, challenging centuries-old norms and prejudices. His fight against caste, his advocacy for the rights of the untouchables, and his role in drafting the Indian Constitution were all part of a larger battle for equality. A battle that Ambedkar waged tirelessly until his last breath. Ambedkar's fight ended with his death in 1956, but his legacy lives on. This is a truth that rings as clear today as it did all those years ago. Despite his physical absence, the echoes of his work, his philosophy, and his tireless struggle for social justice reverberate throughout India. In the years following his demise, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was posthumously awarded the Bharat Ratna, India's highest civilian honor. This recognition served as a testament to his unwavering dedication to championing the rights of the oppressed and marginalized. But his legacy is not merely confined to accolades and awards. Ambedkar's followers, often referred to as Ambedkarites, continue his battle for equality. They carry forward his mission of social justice, relentlessly advocating for the rights of the downtrodden. And it's not just about fighting the good fight. It's about embodying the principles he stood for: dignity, equality, and fraternity. His enduring influence is also evident in modern Indian society. It's seen in the laws that protect the rights of the marginalized, in the affirmative action policies that aim to level the playing field, in the discourse on caste and class that challenges age-old prejudices. His vision of a just and equitable society continues to guide India's path towards progress. Perhaps the most profound aspect of Ambedkar's legacy is the hope he instilled in the hearts of millions. He taught us that no matter how insurmountable the obstacles may seem, change is possible. He showed us that knowledge is power, that education is the key to breaking the shackles of oppression. He reminded us that every individual, irrespective of their caste or class, deserves to live with dignity and respect. So, while Ambedkar's earthly journey may have ended in 1956, his spirit lives on, in the laws he helped draft, in the social reform movements he inspired, and in the hearts of the countless individuals he empowered. Ambedkar's legacy is not just in the laws he helped write, but in the spirit of equality he instilled in the hearts of millions. Ambedkar's impact reverberates through modern India, challenging us to live up to his vision. The life and philosophy of Dr. B.R. Ambedkar are deeply ingrained in the Indian psyche, shaping the country's socio-political landscape even today. His enduring influence is felt in the ongoing struggle for social equality, the empowerment of marginalized communities, and the pursuit of a just society. The Constitution of India, a testament to Ambedkar's vision, continues to be the bedrock of our democracy, protecting the rights of every citizen and upholding the essence of equality. The spirit of his work lives on in the tireless efforts of countless activists and organizations who continue the fight against social injustice, discrimination, and economic disparity. Ambedkar's call for education as a tool of empowerment echoes in every classroom across the country. His belief that education can transform lives and society is a beacon for millions, inspiring them to break the shackles of ignorance and poverty. His memory is celebrated nationwide with reverence and respect. April 14th, the day of his birth, is recognized as Ambedkar Jayanti, a national holiday celebrated with much fanfare. His message of equality and justice is reiterated in speeches, processions, and gatherings, reminding us of the path he paved. Monuments dedicated to Ambedkar dot the Indian landscape. The most notable among them is the Chaitya Bhumi in Mumbai, a place of pilgrimage for millions, where his last rites were performed. His statue in the Parliament complex stands tall, a symbol of his immense contribution to nation building. Despite the passage of time, Ambedkar's vision remains relevant, his words poignant, and his teachings a guiding light. His life serves as a stark reminder of the power of conviction, the importance of education, and the unending fight for equality. Through the lens of modern India, we see a reflection of Ambedkar's ideals, his struggles, and his victories. We see a nation striving to uphold his principles and live up to his expectations. Ambedkar lives on, reminding us that the cultivation of the mind and the fight for equality are the ultimate aims of human existence.